Let's keep it going right now. Your next comedian, very interesting fellow. Please put your hands together for Malcolm Smith!
Thank you. First, I apologize if I seem a little out of it tonight. I was at a wedding on Saturday and a little hungover. Yeah, you laugh. I still haven't found my shoes. Seriously though, fate is kind of a funny thing. You know, you never know when fame is just going to reach out and pluck you out of the crowd. Good example, Robert Lopez. If you don't know him, he and his wife co-wrote the songs for Disney's big hit movie Frozen. You know, let it go, let it go. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm no Adele Dazeem. But, you know, now all these little fangirls are checking out, you know, who's this guy who wrote these songs? What other songs has he done? Who's this new guy? You know, well, actually, Lopez isn't new on the scene. In fact, he's co-written the songs for a couple of big Broadway hits. So he's well known in the industry. And just so you know, while you folks are here having a couple of good drinks, your little girl is at home on the computer, and she's learning the lyrics to "The Internet is for Porn" and "Hasadia Ibuwai," which translates as "Fuck you, God." Now really, the only reason I know this stuff about theater is because my wife is really into it. My passion is animals. I love animals. In fact, I've been volunteering at zoos for years. These days, most of what I do is zookeeping. It sounds good. It's just a fancy way to say I clean up animal shit. And I clean up all kinds of animal shit. I've cleaned up dingo shit, gator shit, kinkajou shit. You name it, I've cleaned it up. But you know, animal shit can be a little bit interesting. Take the kinkajou. These cute little primates, they shift the color of the food you feed them. So it's like you give them a bunch of different fruits, and you get confetti. It's kind of like one of those Skittle commercials, you know? Eat the rainbow, shit the rainbow. Of course, the flip side is that I have to deal with the most noxious substance known to man, snake shit. Snake shit kind of smells like death, only worse. But snakes are cool. They're fascinating creatures. You either love them, you hate them. Now with teenage boys, it's always love. There's not a 14-year-old alive who doesn't want a snake. And just so your parents know, if your kid wants a snake for a pet, you're not going to be able to talk him out of it. But you can change his mind. What you do is you get him to a pet store on the day a mid-sized python takes a dump. 9 times out of 10, the smell will talk him out of it. Yeah, but snakes are pretty cool though. You know, it's just that, you know, a lot of parents let their kids get a snake, and I think it's because they don't do their homework. And what I mean is, your average snake can live for 20 years. Think about that. When your kid goes off to college, where they don't allow pets, guess who's in charge of the snake? That's right, it's your job to feed it little live mice once a week and clean up the stinky snake shit for the next 15 years. That is, unless, of course, your kid is really smart and he talks you into a ball python. He'll tell you all this good stuff about ball pythons. Well, these guys, they're really docile for a snake. And they don't get real big, only 4 or 5 feet. But that's all he's going to tell you voluntarily. What he's going to forget is, with a ball python, the joy just goes on and on. Because these things live for up to 50 years. Which means you're going to be leaving that snake to somebody in your will. And you can bet it isn't going to be your kid because, folks, you know he's going to marry a girl who hates snakes. So thank you very much.